Hi all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Uh, Today also we'll look at one of the practice question. It is from paper one, that is quants. So the understanding that is being tested over here is on binomial distribution. So let's have a look at the question. Before we go ahead, I will request you to subscribe to my channel so that I can come up with more videos like this, and do share with your friends as well so that they also get benefited out of it. So let's have a look at the question. Let me just change the color of the pen so that I can underline the key information that we have been given. So it says that portfolio manager holds 3 bonds in one of the portfolio. So there are 3 bonds, one of the key information, and each bond has 1 year probability of default of 15%. So probability of default is 15%. So let's call it as PD is equal to 15%. And if probability of default is 15%, probability of survival is 1 minus 15%, that is 85%. And number of bonds were 3, so let me call it as 3. And the event of default for each bond is independent, very important. What is the probability of exactly 2 bond defaulting over the next year? So, I mean, if you recollect formula of binomial distribution, it has two components pertaining to total number. So one is total number is 3, and out of which are defaulting or any other situation in case it's over it's we are talking about default. So it could be any other event also. So we have 2 components, but the way I would like to explain over here is, say for example, in exam you forgotten the formula of binomial distribution. Then in if the probability understanding is very clear, then also you can solve this problem. So let me explain you how. So first I'll tell you exactly, if you say for example you don't remember how you just give me a moment. So first let me explain how do you calculate the probability of 2 bonds defaulting over next year, given 1 year probability of default is 15%, given you don't remember the formula of binomial distribution. So plot the situation. So there are 3 bonds. So we'll see that how exactly is the situation. In say for example, in first case, so there are 3 possibilities. Let me tell you how. There are basically 3 ways in which your 2 bonds can default. So let me tell you how. So in first case, if for example your A and B defaults in next year and C survives, I'll underline it in green just to be precise. And in your second possibility, say your B and C bonds get defaulted. In your third possibility, say for example A and C get defaulted and your B survives. So in these 3 ways, there are these 3 ways in which your given situation can happen. So your 2 bonds can default in these 3 ways. So let's see how we can plot these probabilities of this. So in this situation, you can have the outcome which has been asked you, or this, or this. So whenever there is or, we do addition. So we'll we'll find the probabilities of these 3 possibilities and we'll just add it up. So in either your outcome can come in this way, or this way, or this way. And over here, it's a joint probability that these 2 default. And when I say and, there is a multiplication. Remember these 2 key terms so that it will be very easy for you when to multiply and when to add. So let's see what is the probability of AB defaulting and C surviving. So let's see. So probability of default of A and B is 15%. So 0.15 into 0.15. Let me write it again. Point 0.15, and probability of surviving bond C is 0.85. In this case also, what will happen? A survives, that means your probability of surviving will come first, then your probability of default of B and C, which is eventually same. And in the third case, what will happen? Your probability of default of A, probability of surviving of bond B, and probability of default of bond C. So these are the three outcomes. So eventually it's a multiplication. So the total probability that you're looking for, probability of default of exactly two bond defaulting, is actually addition of these three. So I can directly write up three times because it's the same term repeating thrice. So three times 0.15 into 0.15 into 0.85. So this is how you can calculate. Otherwise, the very straightforward way, the binomial distribution formula is, which is NCR, in how many ways you can select R objects out of N, into probability of any event, in this case probability of default, and number of bond that you're looking for defaulting. So over here we are looking for uh, two bonds defaulting. So the probability of it says P raised to R, and 1 minus P raised to N minus R. So if you put in all these value, your N is 3, and R is 2, and your probability of default is 0.15, and your R is 2, and your probability of 1 minus P, that is probability of surviving, is 0.85 to the power N minus R, that is 3 minus 2. So eventually this is a direct button available in your calculator. If you calculate 3C2, it would come to 3, and 0.15 square into 0.85 to the power 1. So if you see, both are and we are ending up having both the result. But in case if you forgot the formula which is a power and what, then this is a easier way if the number of bonds are not that high. Otherwise, uh, it's recommended that you use the binomial distribution formula. So if you calculate this, you will get, say for example, 15 square times 0.85 into 3. So it is approximately equal to 0.057375. So it's approximately equal to option B. So we'll just mark the correct option in the green. So your correct option is B. So the topic was binomial distribution that was being tested. Hope you like the video. If yes, please do share with your friends as well, so that they can also get benefited out of it, and it gives them a momentum in their practice. Thank you for watching. Stay connected. Thank you.